Namaskara, welcome to session 44. In this session, we are going to know about inventory control of spares and slow moving items. Spare parts. Spare parts means a part or subunit or a major assembly which is available in stock for substitution when needed. This category includes those products which are complementary to the main products produced for the purpose of sale. Spare parts are kept in stock to support maintenance operation and to protect the equipment failures. Although this function is well understood by maintenance manager, many companies face the challenges of keeping in stock large inventories of spares with excessive associated hoarding and obsolescence cost. Thus, effective cost analysis can be an important tool to evaluate the effects of stock control decision related to spare parts. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಭಾಗಗಳು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮಿಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವೇನಾದರೂ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆದರೆ ಅವನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸಾಧನಗಳು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮಿಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋಂಥ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋಂಥ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧನಗಳು ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅವುಗಳ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಭಾಗಗಳ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಬಿಡಿ ಭಾಗಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗದಂತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವು ಅತ್ಯವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ದಾಸ್ತಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಹೋರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೋರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಬ್ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Spare parts inventory management is the main component of a complete strategic service management process that companies use to ensure that right spare parts and resources are at the right place and at the right time. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿಭಾಗಗಳ ಒಂದು ದಾಸ್ತಾನು ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನು. ಏಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸರಿಯಾದ ವೇಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುವಂತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್: ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. Make sure that all parts required for maintaining the assets are properly identified. If, for example, a part is required for a major overhaul, there may be several items that are purchased for a one-time use. Once the machinery overhaul is completed, there may be unused parts which have future use and should be inventoried. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಏನು ಮಿಷಿನರೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿ ಭಾಗಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೊದಲೇ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ದ ಸ್ಪೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲಿಟಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. Have the right parts at the right time with the lowest possible cost at the minimum inventory value. So here the ಬಿಡಿಭಾಗಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ವಿಂಗಡಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಲಭ್ಯತೆಯ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅವುಗಳ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ವಿಂಗಡಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸರಿಯಾದ ಬಿಡಿಭಾಗಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾದ ವೇಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ವೆಚ್ಚದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುವಂತೆ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ದ ಬಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್. Having accurate bill of materials will support the scheduled preventive maintenance that is needed on a given piece of equipment. This process will allow the generation of a work order with the scheduled date of the preventive maintenance. Bills of materials will make ordering parts and placing work orders simpler. Additionally, make sure that your bills of materials are kept up to date considering the asset status and modifications. Use of work order. All spare parts that have been used have to be linked to a work order. For preventive maintenance, work orders requested in advance can be pulled and staged for pickup or delivery to the requesting department. This will reduce the maintenance department's wait time at the parts warehouse for their work order to be fulfilled. Work orders need to be created for all parts issuance so that inventory remains accurate. Limited access to the parts warehouse inventory. Limiting access to the parts warehouse if inventory is mandatory to maintain inventory accuracy. Adopt a policy that parts inventories are off limits and only parts departments employees have access, utilizing Bird's access to entry and exit point. Allowing everyone to have access can quickly make parts inventories inaccurate. Optimize the warehouse, centralized and consolidated parts. Having all your parts centralized in one or satellite warehouse and consolidated can make sure security easier, but also makes this potentially large asset easier to control and maintain the inventory accuracy. Use an inventory control system by utilizing your ERP's warehouse functionality or a warehouse management system to manage your parts inventory will ensure accuracy and ease of managing your parts warehouse. This should be linked to the EAMS using barcodes and scanning functionality in conjunction with the system will improve the efficiency of the management process in the parts warehouse and inventory accuracy. Define a stock location for every part. Ensure that stock's locations are created at the lowest detail, typically a bin and slot location for each SKUs allowed by your system. Implement cycle counting for inventory control. Cycle counting is a periodic inventory system audit practice in which different portions of an inventory are counted or physically checked on a continuous schedule. Related with inventory ABC classification, the usual class break points applied are: in case of A category, 10% of the line items give 65% of turnover. B category, 20% of line items gives 25% of turnover. C category, 70% of line items gives 10% of turnover. Standardized spare parts. Standardizing for spare parts management usually means agreeing that a certain type or model of equipment will be used, and with that the spare parts required for each installation will be the same. This is different to industry-wide standardization. This can contribute to improve the MTTR, the negotiations with the spare parts suppliers and the stocks. Develop spare parts management process. Make sure that your spare parts management processes are developed as per best practices to ensure sustainability and a base for training. Decide based on accurate data. Use quality data for decision making. Develop your reports and KPIs considering the spare parts management processes to support the improvement and base for space parts maintenance budget. Slow moving inventory. Slow moving inventory is defined as stock keeping units that have not shipped in a certain amount of time, such as 90 or 180 days, or merchandise that has a slow turn rate relative to the quantity on hand. Slow moving inventory not only varies from seller to seller, but it can also vary from item to item. Here are 3 specific ways that can be used to define slow moving inventories. That is overstocked items, stock turns, frequency of shipment. Overstocked items. As a general rule, some companies define SMI as having less than 6 months of demand for any given item for a period of 12 months. While this can be one way to define slow moving inventory, It's really the definition of being overstocked, and it does not take into account the frequency of shipment. Stock turns. Other retailers look at stock turns when defining slow moving inventories. This isn't necessarily a bad strategy, as a higher stock turn ratio is generally better, but it's important to account for order quantity. When ordering new inventory, as quantity increases, the cost per unit generally decreases. When ordering in large quantities, however, it will have the effect of slowing stock turns. So, it's important to account for per unit purchasing cost when using stock turns to define slow moving inventory. And it's unreasonable to expect high stock turns when ordering in large quantities to minimize your per unit cost. Frequency of shipment. The method is for defining slow moving inventory is looking at the frequency of shipment. For example, if you ship 0 items of a particular stock keeping units over a certain period of time, such as 90 or 120 days, then it is considered slow moving. The ratio of shipped items to days may vary. For instance, it may be that 10 items are less shipped over a 60-day period defines slow moving inventory. It is up to the merchant to determine the thresholds, but by looking at the frequency of shipment, it allows seller to truly identify inventory that is slow moving as opposed to inventory that may simply be overstocked or which turns slow due to large order quantity. Here ends the session. Thank you very much.